Hey guys, welcome to YellowDingy.com. It's been a while, however, it's Mario, and I'm doing a game glance on Mafia 2, and I'm playing it on the Xbox 360. So the game starts out with you being Vito, and you're coming to America with your parents and sister from Italy in an attempt to get away from the war. You grow up in a life of poverty, and you attempt to get out of it through stealing. The story takes an interesting twist in that you eventually enlist in the military and go back overseas to Italy to fight in the war. You get shot in action and you end up coming back home. Then the story kicks into fifth gear. Your life in the Mafia begins. Your partner in crime and best friend is Joe, and he's actually the one that gets you involved in the Mafia and gets you your first couple revenue jobs. The story will take various winds and twists and will keep you asking for more. The story is intriguing. You'll become so immersed in the story and the environment that you will question what is right and what is wrong. Now, of course, you shouldn't call the cops on me. I'm just making the point that the story is gripping. It becomes like the people you kill isn't a crime or murder, it's just your duty in being part of the family. However, now that I actually hear myself say it, maybe you should call the cops. Anyway, the short of it is, the story is good, and it's well presented. As for gameplay, I want you to think of Grand Theft Auto 4. Now, water it down a little and make it about the Mafia, and that's pretty much it. Seriously, there's even hot dog stands in this game to replenish your health. How freaky is that? But in all seriousness, it's very similar to GTA. It has comparable strengths and weaknesses. As for strengths of Mafia 2, it has a very open world concept that will vary depending on which ethnic district you're in. It'll vary between night and day, and even which season of the year you're in. A neat thing is that your car will handle differently depending if the roads are icy or dry, kind of like a winter versus summer kind of thing. Your main mode of transportation is cars, which you'll end up stealing to use. Another strength in this game is its combat system. The cover system is very natural and easy to use. The firing system is great, and I did sense a bit of auto aim at times. And you have access to various weapons that feel like they should. A weakness in the games is the 50s music. The 50s music makes me want to shoot myself in the face. However, you do have the option to turn it off in the radios of the cars. But still, I hate it. Initially, it was cool to hear Mr. Sandman bring me a dream, bringing back the memories of Back to the Future. But after 20 minutes of it, it was just painful. Anyway, you get my point. Another noticeable weakness is the camera in close quarter situations. It becomes quite stupid and quite disorientating. And the most annoying thing in the game is that there is no fast travel system. Like for example in GTA you could take a taxi cab and fast travel to the other side of the map. Here there is nothing. You'll probably spend 25% of your time in the game just driving to the other side of the damn map to cue the story or the next mission. And just to make it worse, just to add salt to the wound, if you drive too fast, the cops will be after you. And it's not like after you in a sense to pull you to the side of the road and give you a ticket after you. No, no, no. It's guns blazing for driving 10 miles per hour too fast after you. So yeah, that's pretty damn stupid in my opinion. It pisses me off just thinking about it. Anywho, the graphics are fantastic. I'm impressed with the amount of detail they were able to put onto one disc. And there's a lot of cutscenes which also look quite fantastic. Every now and then I did get slight lag. I ended up installing the game to my hard drive and the lag became less frequent. But as for the whack of cutscenes, I just want to talk about this a little bit more. It's not a hardcore action game, what that some of you might think. It's a lot of storytelling, kind of like Final Fantasy 13. But when there is action, it can be very intense and satisfying. As for multiplayer, it's non-existent, or I just haven't found it. But I looked pretty darn hard, I think. I have mixed feelings on this game as a whole. On one hand, it's badass. Get to live the life of a mafia member. You'll laugh, you cry, and you get to talk into an accent like this, you know, boppity boopity. On the other hand, it's only a 10-hour game, and I feel no need to play it again. However, who is to judge a game on quality or quantity alone, especially when there is a high quality like this? I guess what I'm saying is I don't recommend you buy it. Not because it's not an awesome game, because it is. And not because the 50s music will drive you nuts, because it will. I just feel that it's a rent only because you're going to get your fill just in one weekend. And it's a rent only because that weekend is going to be an awesome weekend. They are suggesting that there will be DLC, but I can't imagine that will be very long either. That was Mafia 2, a great game to rent. Thanks for tuning in, guys. That's YellowDinghy.com.
Don't care whether you're young or old, I'll let the good times roll. Don't sit there mumbling and talking trash. If you want to have a ball, you gotta spend some cash. So let the good times roll. Let the good times roll. Don't care whether you're young or old, I'll let the good times roll.